Hello guys, now we are on the fifth game in the Sicilian typical tactics series. I have been showing in the past 4 videos about the typical tactical moves that occur in the Sicilian opening, and in this game there is the thematic move of bishop d5 and knight d5. And let's see the game. Here the white player is Mikhail Tal and the black player is Mukhin Mikhail. It is played in 1972, and let's see the game. e4 c5, knight f3 d6, d4 cd4, knight takes d4, knight f6, ace knight c3, a6, bishop c4, e6, bishop b3, b5, castle shot, bishop b7, rook e1, knight bd7, bishop to g5, knight to c5. As you can see, knight c5 was an inaccuracy, and the best move here was h6. Could have continued like this. After bishop to h4, and after bishop to h4, it could have continued like with the g5, or even knight e5 is also excellent here. So what about bishop e7? Bishop e7 was a mistake because now after bishop to g3, bishop to e7, bishop takes here. Oh, if bishop e7, there is bishop takes e6, and f takes e6, then there will be, after f takes e6, there will be knight takes e6. So here, if at all bishop e7, now it is played. It is played, and again there is bishop takes e6 move. So here h6 and g5 are coming, or after h6 bishop h4, knight e5 was better, but black plays knight c4, I mean knight c5. After knight c5, the thematic move bishop d5 comes. The d5 square now works as a launch pad for white's pieces. With this strong move, white obtains an initiative, and black plays b4, and the analysis shows bishop to e7. If at all bishop e7, now bishop takes b7, and after knight takes b7, there is knight to c6 here. Then after queen c7, there is knight takes e7, and king takes e7, and queen d4, queen c5, queen c5, and bishop takes, g takes. Now queen to d2, I think white is slightly better here. To b4, knight to d4 comes. Then after bishop d5, if at all the piece sacrifice cannot be taken, because after e takes d5 and e takes d5 check, then king to d7, then bishop e7 is not correct because of knight f5, and now after king d7, now b4, the right way to continue with the attack. At this precise moment, the knight can't retreat to d7, and white makes use of this fact. And after knight to a4, now knight takes a4, b takes a4, and now c4. This is an automatic and fitting continuation of the sacrificial attack, protecting the d5 pawn and threatening queen takes a4 check. Now king to c7, then queen takes a4. Black is in a grim situation indeed. None of his pieces is especially active, and white has two healthy pawns for the piece he sacrificed. Here the engine move, that is rook c1, might be even stronger. After queen d7, queen d7, oh sorry, after here queen d7, queen f8 check, king to c8, and rook ac1. White prepares the thrust of c5, after which his attack will crash through. Here even instead of b4, knight to c6, and bishop takes. After bishop takes, d takes, and if king takes, then queen to f3 check, king to c7, knight d5 check, king b8, and knight takes f6. Knight e6 is coming. So that is the point of the sacrifice. So in the game, black didn't take the sacrifice, and so he played b4, attacking the knight. Now bishop takes b7, knight takes b7, and knight to d5. This is the second sacrifice on the square. This one pretty much has to be taken, otherwise the knight becomes very strong indeed. And here bishop e7 would lose to knight c6, and things would only get worse after now if at all, where can the queen can go? Can he go to c8? If queen to c8, then knight c takes e7, then he takes d5, takes, e5, f6. If we f6, then there is rook takes e6. So as you can see, bishop e7 is not right here. If at all rook c8, then queen to f3, bishop e7, knight takes e7. It is taken, then there is e takes d5 check, bishop to e7, then knight to f5 is coming. So, but it has to be taken. Black has no other choice. After e takes d5, e takes d5 check, king d7 and c3. The purpose of this pawn move is clear, threatening now queen a4 check and trying to force the c file open. Here other interesting moves are knight c6 and c4. So after c3, now b3. Black tries to keep the files and diagonals closed, and queen takes b3. This wasn't the most accurate continuation. Here knight c6 deserved consideration. After queen b6 and bishop takes and g takes and rook to e4. White's attack goes like a storm. Also possible here is a takes b3, and but white went for queen takes b3. Now knight c5, queen c4, now queen c8, knight c6, h6, bishop takes, g takes, and rook to e3. This is a great move by Tal. He prepares to double on the e file and give mate on e7, chasing the knight around with b4, and knight a4 doesn't immediately lead to anything concrete. So now after rook king c7, now b4, now rook g8, here knight a4, then knight to e7 comes. So after rook g8, now b takes c5. So here black's position was hopeless, and so he resigned. And I think this would have been very illustrative, guys. In my next sixth game, I'd be showing you the thematic knight f5 move. So thank you all. I'll be meeting you in the next video. Thank you.